Welcome to the AK47 video. This is your stock made out of wood. This is your pistol grip. This is your trigger and your trigger guard. This is your magazine release paddle. This is your safety lever. Up is safe. Down is in use. This is your charging handle and your bolt and your forward assist. This is your rear sight. This is your magazine. This is your forestock. Up here is your gas tube on the top. Down here is your barrel. Here's your front sight and the front sight guards. And here is your muzzle slant brake. A lot of people say that the AK safety is stiff. That's because it's meant to be stiff. If you are walking around carrying this rifle, this is a very comfortable position to have your hand in, holding the magazine and your thumb resting on the safety. And in a panic, people say that auto is first, and then semi is second, because it's a full auto mentality. That is incorrect. If you are in a panic and people are shooting, you're like, oh crap, you lift your gun up, and you pull down all the way to make sure it's on fire, and then you grab, and you're ready to go. So that is the first thing, right? And I didn't call it fire at the first time, I called it in use. Because when you are handling the gun, you can pull the bolt back, let it go. When the safety is on, the bolt does not go back that far, unless if you wear it out a bit. Then it goes back a little bit further, but it will not extract around from the chamber to eject it, and it will also not load around. So it protects the chamber from being loaded. So if you put a full magazine in the gun, you cannot load it until you put the gun in use. On the left side of the gun, there's also a rail. This is the rail for the sight. You can put one on there if you want. It's up to you. There's a few different philosophies on what you can do with the gun. When you load the gun, we're going to say you're engaged. You take your magazine, and when you load it, you have to go all the way up inside, all the way, with the front of the magazine. See, I'm going in with the front of the magazine, and then you rock it. And now it's locked in, both the front and the rear, both of them. If you do not do that correctly, you'll experience mag lock or it won't go in. So this is a form of mag lock. It's not really mag lock, but you just hit it from the front till it comes out. And you can do that with the second magazine. I put my magazine in properly, so to avoid mag lock, put your magazines in properly, like that one guy said.
If you experience mag lock during reloading, execute the following steps. Step 1, never load your magazines incorrectly.
Now to reload, you could grab your second magazine, and switch. That way you have your magazine, which they're not as cheap as I thought they were, and you can put this away. And you still have your hand ready to go. If you are out of ammo, and you put in your new magazine, you could also fling it out. So some people will fling it out. I think it's easier to grab your new magazine, put it in, and drop it if you need, or just put it away. So when you put your new magazine in, there are two philosophies. One is that you can reach under the gun, pull it back, and let go. The other philosophy is that you don't go under the gun. You could go over the gun, and then you can see it get chambered. And then you could also take your trigger hand off, pull back, and let go. You would let go and let it slam. You could do any one of those. I like underhand, but I see the other ideas. You also have a bayonet lug. Because of how short the gun is, it's very easy to control and take control of, and you can use it sort of like a sword that shoots bullets, which is pretty cool. One final thing, I saw this in a Russian training video, so I will show it to you. I do 2-point sling for a reason. You do have a sling loop on the front left. So, you have your gun, right? So you're shooting. Bang, 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 bang. Now, I want to pull out my pistol for some reason. Keep your right hand on the trigger and wrap your support hand in front of the magazine. And now grab the pistol grip with your thumb on the trigger. Now you're still aiming and you can pull the trigger with your thumb. You take your old shooting hand and you grab your pistol, you take it out. Now, you could flick the safety on if you want to, but you have a gun aimed at the enemy and you lift over your head, right? Over your head with your left hand inside the sling, or your support hand. And now, you have your gun on your back and your pistol in your hand. And then, when you're ready, you can take the gun back, put your pistol away, and you always put a finger on the trigger